We're back. We're barely alive, but we're
I was gonna
back.
ask how you're doing. You got injections, you got antibiotics, got all the drugs. What's up?
You know, I went to the urgent care again yesterday.
What?
Yeah. So
Okay.
last week I got the steroid shot in the
Mm-hmm.
butt. Well, sorry, I know that kids listen in the behind.
In
So
the
I got a
hiney.
steroid shot.
Okay.
And I was on the up and up. And then yesterday, Sunday, I woke up feeling worse. And so
Ooh.
I went back to the urgent care and they gave me a different set of antibiotics and said, stop taking NyQuil. And I was like, I love taking NyQuil though. It makes me feel awesome. Oh,
NyQuil.
it's the best. It tastes so
Yeah.
good. And then it puts you right to sleep. I freaking love NyQuil, but not in like a problem kind of way.
Sure.
So yeah, feeling not great,
Oh
sounding not great,
man.
but you know, as someone in the comments said, thanks for thinking of the little people. And we have to think of the little
They
people.
need us.
The
They need us.
little people, the listeners, the dear listeners from up here in our high castles. We have to think of the little people. So I'm back, baby.
Oh boy. I don't like the sound of any of this.
No, it's all bad.
Yeah, you're falling apart on me here, man.
I
You know,
am.
this is a thing that happens when you're burning the candle at both ends and you're
I
going too
know.
hard.
I know.
What happens?
The
Body,
only
you're getting
way out
old.
is to burn the candle at three ends, you know, just add more candle burning. So we're going to make it. That's the only option. But you'll have to forgive my my voice today. I'm a little stuffy and I'm not allowed to use Afrin anymore either. I was hitting the
Yeah.
Afrin over and over and over.
Not supposed to.
Stuff
That's bad.
Oh man, it's awesome. You pump it in and your nose just like freaks out and then you can breathe for a second. But apparently you're not supposed to use it very much.
More than a day or something, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Gotta
too
do this.
bad.
Get the saline. You could do a neti pot if you want to go all in.
This saline?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You do the saline. That's not. I would go with. I like the Arm and Hammer because it's pressurized.
Oh,
And
wow. Really gets up in the brain space.
You want to clear it all out, get rid of all the inflammation up there, you know?
I did a neti pot. I've got a saline
Okay. Well, neti pot's even
spray.
better.
And then she gave me a fluticasone propionate nasal spray. I think this is Flonase. But she was like, you can use that one. But apparently the Afrin, it like clears you out, but it also like dries out all the mucus and turns it into glue, and it just stays up there.
Yeah, no.
Like, well,
Afrin's like the worst. Don't ever take Afrin. This is
I don't
your
know.
public service
I don't.
announcement.
I'm only a doctor on this podcast where I give medical advice that you should all follow. But apparently, my literature reading is out of date because Afrin is bad for you. So, you know, take everything I say with a grain or two of salt.
Flonase is amazing. I love Flonase. When it comes to allergy season, Flonase, that's the good stuff.
You know, never had an allergy, never had a sinus infection until today.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I know.
Look at you.
My untarnished record is tarnished, but alas, enough about my nose. What's the good word in upstate New York?
Like I said, it snowed last time we talked. The snow is still the thing, you know. Casey Neistat had a new video you should watch.
I saw the headline and I was like, finally, somebody's understanding. The headline is like, why New York City is always covered in garbage. And I'm like, my brother, I've been saying it. I've been saying it from my comfort, clean Dallas area. And it's all trash up there. Did you watch it?
It's very good. I did, of course, like all this stuff. I feel like now that he only does them once in a while, like they're even better. I don't know if it's because they're better because of him or just because you don't get them that often. It's like you embrace them when you get them. But I do miss him. He's the greatest still. Yeah, there's nobody as good as Casey. So
yeah. No, I need to watch it.
Yeah. It's very good. And it's like, yeah, listen, this is where you're mostly wrong, but he is correct. And you are correct at this one time of year when it's snowy in New York and the garbage and the dog pee and all the stuff is there.
Yeah.
Like, and you have to really, it stands out against the previously white snow.
It's only showing you what's been there all along. Yeah, that's the problem. It's not like it's creating new problems. It's just like, oh shoot, this is always here.
See, the thing is, New York doesn't really have alleys. Like most spots in New York City don't have alleys.
Yeah, because that's where Batman's parents were killed. Yeah. So they got rid of them all.
Yeah, well, Chicago has tons of alleys. Let me tell you, Chicago, not my favorite. I don't like alleys. I don't like underground things because Chicago's all underground there. Just like above ground, no alleys is good for the most part. But when it comes to the garbage, it's a little trickier where you put your garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Amazing that we can't figure that out in the world capital.
Yeah.
Did you buy a Yarbo?
No, I didn't buy a Yarbo yet.
Oh, come on.
I didn't even talk to Jamie about it yet, and I think she didn't listen to all of she said we got too technical last, episode, and then she bailed
we
on
can't
it,
please
so
everybody. I hate
yeah.
that.
So she hasn't even heard about the Yarbo yet, so I gotta check with her on the Yarbo, but boy, I love a gadget, and I'm
Love a
very tempted.
gadget.
I am very tempted.
I had a friend text me and say, oh yeah, I skipped straight ahead to the technical part. So now Jamie's saying we're too technical, Damned if you do.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that.
We'll see.
All right. We got some
stuff.
feedback. We got feedback.
Oh, we got feedback. Is it good?
Well, you know about this feedback. We didn't get email feedback. You should all email us though. Let me get this. I want an email. I've been checking the email box religiously. I haven't gotten any email, but we are at mostlytechnicalpodcast@gmail.com. So if you want to say hi.
Which is funny because we have mostlytechnical.com, but between our two powerful brains, we can't figure out, setting up an email. Are you kidding me? Come on. So mostlytechnical@gmail.com.
No, mostlytechnicalpodcast@gmail.com.
Ah, so close.
Yeah, we couldn't get mostlytechnical@gmail. Somebody has it. The domain was available, but the Gmail wasn't. How can that be? I don't know.
Listen, we got to set up Cloudflare email routing so that we can just have a vanity email. But anyway, did we get an email?
Yeah. A lot of the podcasts use Gmail, I have to say. So it's kind of a podcast thing, but
I know, I hate that. We're better. We need to be better. Okay. What feedback did we get?
We'll work on that. Yes, we didn't get any feedback in email, but we got feedback over Twitter. Over Twitter, we got feedback from the AMP people.
From the AMP team.
Very nice man over at AMP. What's his name? I don't have his name handy here. Do you remember his guy?
I do remember his name. His name is x.com. Click on chat. Go over to the chat. His name, as I remember off the top of my head, is Nikolai Gerald. Very nice man.
Very nice man. Reached out, heard about our my AMP issues, and we got it fixed. So we a little back and forth. I had to steer him a little bit in the right direction, which I was happy to do. And apparently the tricky part out there, if your coding agent of choice wipes out your testing database or your development database, the thing is you have to not only update Bun, but you have to pass in a flag that tells Bun not to wipe out your environmental files and load them in.
Yes.
And all the
so
stuff.
Give us the quick rundown. And this is not incumbent on the user. This is incumbent on the creators of AMP, etc. So give us the quick rundown of what was happening.
So we can go back 4 months on the show and we talked through this, but basically it was in Claude and all of them, Gemini, every one of them has this issue because they all use Bun. And Bun sucks in your local environment file and shoves all your local environment variables into the context of the AI and its own little terminal setup, whatever it's got going on. I don't know. And then, so then it runs your tests and wipes your database, except it's not wiping the testing database. It is wiping your development database, which is very annoying. You have to reseed it and all this stuff. And it is also exposing all your environmental variables. So if you have test API keys or all that stuff, that's all being exposed to the AI logic. So it's not good. Bun eventually fixed it.
This was a Bun issue, and so everyone had it.
And the Jared guy had his little commentary about it, which I disagree with, which was that they put the fix behind a flag rather than just make it the default because they were worried about breaking stuff the other direction that assumes it's going to suck up all your environmental variables. But I don't know. This seems like such a huge security sort of not ideal thing. Like if you're using one of these tools on your actual production server, as people are, all your production API keys are being sucked into the AI context and sent over to the AI provider. So, Claude fixed it a long time ago. Last I checked, Gemini was still broken. I don't have any hope of getting in touch with anybody inside Gemini. AMP was broken, but after a little back and forth here, they were able to get it put. I don't know if it's released yet, or it's going to be the next release,
I
but
think
it'll
he
be
said it'll
released
be out in
soon.
the next release.
Yeah, so
So
next
he
release.
DM'd me. He saw the clip on Twitter,
Mhm.
DM'd me and said, "Does Ian have a Twitter?" And I laughed and said, "Yeah, you could message the Mostly Technical account, but what's
Yeah, I
up?"
usually
And
check that every couple of weeks, every once a week or so.
he was very like, "Hey, what's the situation? How do I fix this? What's going on?" And so I took it to the Vibe chat, which is you and John and Steve, and I took it over there and I was like, "Explain to me what the situation is, because I've not hit this
Yeah,
in
that's
AMP."
crazy you haven't hit this. That's wild.
And so y'all explained it to me and I screenshotted it and sent it back to him and he fixed it and said, "Send my sincere thanks to Ian and John." So, we're just out there making the world a better place.
Do you not use a testing environment file?
At env.testing?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I do.
I think that's probably how you hit it. That would be the way to hit it
And
if
there
you use
is a
that.
way, I remember back when Claude was doing this, or maybe back when
Mm,
Gemini was doing this, because I was building database school with Gemini. There is a way to modify, I think, your PHP unit.xml.
mm,
um you change it from like server env to like global env. That's not accurate, but it's
right,
something
whatever it
like that,
is.
and
Mhm.
that will override, and so then the problem goes away.
I still think it's exposing all your shit. It's just that will keep it
Oh,
from
but
wiping
come
your
on,
database. Yeah,
we're
we
in
don't
the
care about
age of
that part though.
Moltbot. Like, we expose everything is for everyone now.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you, it just kills me. Everybody preaching to me for the last 20 years, all the security, all the code, it's ugly, it's
No,
bad. Now
there
nobody cares.
there's a
Nobody cares.
0% chance people are preaching at you. There's a 100% chance you've been preaching at people.
Well, no!
Securities, yeah, blah
They've been
blah.
preaching at me. Oh, you're
No
a
way.
stupid idiot for this and that. Your code's not pretty and perfect. And now look at where we are. Nobody
Oh,
even looks at the
now it's
code.
a thing
Nobody
of the
cared.
past.
Now they make
No.
fun of you if you look at your code at all.
Yep. You want some API keys? I got some API keys. Have at it. You want to log on to fake Reddit and talk about humans? Have at it. Go for it. Have fun. So,
Man, I
yes,
don't know.
good job, AMP team, for fixing it. We love AMP. AMP is a good tool. So, they fixed it.
They got it fixed. So thank you to the AMP crew. All right, what else is going on here? We got Laracon India going on.
We do. Laracon India is in full swing. Looks crazy as ever.
That's crazy.
I may have just aged out of Laracon India, because I look
Oh,
at
you're
it and
too old.
it's just like, hey, let's go to a conference and then let's go dance in a smoky like club all night and
Yeah.
lift Taylor up on our shoulders. And I'm like, guys, I don't know what is in the water over there, but I can't do that. It looks
Oh,
like fun
man.
though.
Are you getting over there? We got to get you over there one day.
I mean, India, Japan, and Australia are on the list. It's just not going to happen until the youngest kids are probably 5. I just can't
Yeah,
leave. I just
that's
can't leave
tricky.
that long. And I
It's a
would
big
like to
trip.
take Jennifer with me. And
Right, that's it
I
then.
can't foist 2-year-olds and 4-year-olds upon
Yeah.
grandparents for,
Yeah, that's a
a
little
week
tricky.
and a half so we can
Yeah,
go dance in a smoky room with Taylor.
right.
So not yet, but
Okay.
sometime.
Someday. I do wanna
Yeah.
get to Australia too, yeah. And, I mean, Japan, definitely. This is new. Japan just happened, so we will see about
Oh, it's
Japan. But
already over?
well, no. I mean, like, this is the first
Oh,
year
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's May or
Laravel
something.
Live, Japan. I know.
Yeah.
I'm bummed I won't be there. I think Jesse said he's gonna go. I think Josh Siri's
Oh,
going. I think a couple people are going.
interesting.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta get the Laravel crew out there.
I know.
I like Japan. I've never been, but I wanna
Never
go
been.
very badly. Yeah.
Never been.
Maybe we should hit them all. You do Japan, Australia, India
Oh,
as one big
dude.
trip. They should line them up all at once. You just go
I
do the
can't do
circuit.
that. I'd be
3
gone for
weeks,
like a
4 weeks.
month. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
a
do that.
month-long trip around the world.
So Taylor announced, or like formally announced, the AI SDK
Yep.
at Laracon
I think
India.
I don't know if it's
First
out yet,
feedback
but
has been good. I think
mhm.
the beta comes out tomorrow, if I'm
Okay.
correct, which is today if you're listening, and
Yep.
yesterday if you're listening tomorrow. You follow. So I think it comes out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I have been playing with it, and it's extremely good. And I think people are going to build some cool things. I think it
Mm,
enables it's just that thing like that Laravel always does, where it builds all of the foundation for you
yeah.
and then like puts you into this pristine room where you can then go build the business value on top of it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's gonna. I think I think a lot of people are gonna build a lot of things that don't need to be built. Like, hey, chat with this PDF, and you're like, oh, it's not 2021. You
We've
know,
never done that, but we haven't seen
well,
that
yeah,
before.
I know, but I do think there are going to be a lot of things that come out that are actually pretty clever. And I'm most interested, and I don't know how we'll hear about this, but I'm most interested in what people build for internal operations that just like never get exposed to the wide world as, you know, tools or
Yeah.
packages or whatever, because I
Yeah.
think that's going to be one of the most valuable use cases for this is you can build like proper agents tailored specifically to your business in
Yep.
this SDK. So I hope that like at least one talk at Laracon US is somebody who has done that. This is great. Here we go.
Mm.
Here's advice to the people.
Okay.
Take the AI SDK, solve a real business problem. Don't make something up.
I like where
Solve
you're
like
going.
inside of your actual business that is already
Yep.
running. Solve a real business problem with a Laravel agent, which is one of the first class affordances. And then submit a Laracon US talk about how you
Yes.
drove business value with the Laravel AI SDK.
Mm-hmm.
That is 100% what I want to hear about.
Yes. This is gonna and that's gonna get you accepted. That's gonna get you an accepted talk.
Yes, totally.
You're on the new hotness. It's the newest Laravel package. It's the AI in the air stuff.
Yep.
It's a businessy angle, which is usually pretty prominent thing at Laracon.
And it's a behind the curtain. It's not
behind
like,
the
hey, I
curtain.
made an open source package. It's like, hey, at my sign printing shop that is
Right.
super vanilla, we did this thing and now we're even more profitable and awesome. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's exactly what I want to hear about.
I got some AI stuff for outro I want to do, but I don't want to give a talk, but it's going to be cool. And it's going to use the Laravel AI SDK. And I'm very excited to get
Yeah,
started with
but
that.
Laracon US is like in the summer, so you won't be done by then, you know?
I don't know, Aaron, you and me are going to be using this baby by the time we go to Laracon EU.
Oh man, I could barely get through it. I set myself up so well, and I barely could finish it before I started laughing.
Don't worry.
Great fun.
It's going to be like Blue Steel. It's going to be worth the wait, or Magnum, or I forget the order there. You probably movie you've never seen, I'm sure. But
I've seen the movie. Yeah,
oh,
I've seen it.
look at this guy. So, you know,
movie.
whichever one of those, I think it's Blue Steel, right? Is the one, or Magnum? Which one is he
I don't remember
working
which
on?
one comes second.
Yeah. But anyway, it's coming. Just like he had to work on it 9 years. I'm all about taking my time. Today, before we get to Laracon EU, it wasn't actually today, it was last night. So I've been the AI, the robots, right? They've been going around, they've been working on outro for me, they've been doing stuff. And one of the things, this is one of the many areas where the AI, I just feel like you're not gonna be able to get rid of software developers that quickly. I don't know. Like, anyway, one of the areas where AI is still very bad is when you've just set it off to go do stuff on its own. It will happily go do stuff, but it's not too keen on like query optimization and number of queries and like the big picture stuff, because it just goes in and builds its feature, right? And then
it's a little myopic.
Yeah, and so then I'm like, it's kind of getting a little slow. Let me open up the bug bar here, and there's like 4,000 queries being run, and it's all like crazy. So I love DB query optimization. Like, it's just like so great to like have everything just be magically faster. And it was like taking 300 milliseconds to load the main kind of page and outro, and now it's like 68 milliseconds, and it's like, this is great. And
it's so tangible, fixing queries. It's like before, after, better.
Yes. So I did.
So what was the main culprit? N+1s or?
Yeah, there was like a bunch of N+1s. There was some like duplicate query stuff where it was like in different places running the same query. Then there was a little more than just pure query stuff where like I implemented some of the like lazy loading on the live wire components for some stuff, because you don't need to necessarily see it all right away. And so blah, blah. So don't even load it all. I have to ask Caleb a question, because there was a thing he showed at the talk, which was
He's
to
listening,
like let
so
you.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Ask
Caleb, if you're out there. At Wire Live, when he like introduced this stuff, there was the concept of, so you can lazy load, let's say, a Kanban board, and you can lazy load all the columns, right? But then they're all kind of load in when the HTTP request returns sort of haphazardly and whatever. So
Okay.
he had this little trick he used where in Livewire, you can say lazy equals in the attribute, and you could pass its like a PHP expression. Like it could just be false or true it's like that's its design is to be hard coded that. But what he showed it as was take the loop iterator and if it's under 5, let's say, it won't be
Mm,
lazy. So like the first 5 columns will load all at
smart.
once with
Yeah.
the page load, and then any beyond that will lazy load because that's fine, right? You're gonna scroll, it'll lazy load. But it doesn't work, it breaks. And then I noticed in the docs it doesn't talk about this. So I don't know if under the hood there ended up being like a technical reason why it just actually doesn't work, so it's not in there or what, but, yeah, I would like to do that. That would make it perfect. Right now, I don't feel like it's totally perfect.
What do you need Caleb for? What do you need Docs for? You tell
The
Claude, go
AI?
look at the source
Yeah,
code.
I should do that. I don't do
Go
enough
look
of
at the
that.
source code and see how this is implemented and tell me if this should
Mm,
work or
hmm.
wasn't ever fully implemented.
Yeah, I wonder if it
Come
could probably do that, right?
on, and it's 2026. Gotta
You
tell the
don't need
machine to
any
do it. Tell the
yeah, just have the
machine.
machine do it. Yeah, then I had the machine write a patch, right, and I ship it off
There you go.
and fix it up. Alright.
Bingo.
Alright, maybe I'll do
Problem
that.
solved.
Maybe I'll do that.
Um, on the DB optimization,
Mm,
this is not AI. This is just pure programming. I got a little
pure.
tip.
Mm.
I got a little
Oh,
tip
what
for
do you got
you.
for me? Yeah.
Maybe not for you specifically, but for the dear listener, for the little
Okay.
people out there,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. What do you got?
Um, oftentimes I'm a big fan personally of
Mm,
HTTP resources in Laravel. The
okay.
only way I want to serialize, so this is inertia because Livewire, it all
Right.
just kind of is
It's
magic.
all magic, yeah.
The only way I want to have things go out over the wire is through my translation layer. I don't want to be sending oddly shaped arrays or rather ad hoc arrays out.
Mhm.
Um, everything goes out through an HTTP resource.
Okay.
So the problem is when you have something like an article or a video, there can be
Mm,
an enormous payload, right? An enormous body. If you
mhm,
have a transcript or if you have the articles rendered HTML
mm,
content going out, right?
mhm.
So you're on the article page and you're like reading the article and everything works perfectly because it sent the title and the body and the last updated, whatever.
Right.
But then you go to the article index page and you've got
Mm,
60 articles and
right.
you're just showing the title and the snippet and the last updated. And you're
Mhm.
like, man, why does this page feel so slow? And you look at the database and queries and it's like, no, it's pulling, limit 50, it's just doing one query or whatever. But in the background, the HTTP resource is turning 50 articles from Markdown into HTML. And it's like,
Yep.
then you just throw it away on the front end. You're sending
Right.
out this massive
Yeah,
JSON
huge
payload that
networks.
Inertia
Yeah.
has to
Mhm.
chew through just to discard.
Yep.
So, something that I often do is I'll have an
Mm.
article resource and then I have a limited article resource
Ooh, I like
that
that name.
extends the article
Mm.
resource.
Yep.
And the reason it extends it is because I never, ever, ever want to have drift, right? I just want to have a
Mm.
subset, not like make it up from whole cloth.
Mm.
And so I just call the parent to array, and then I limit down the number of attributes that get sent out. So
Okay.
it extends. Sometimes I'll name it full article resource and limited article resource just to be
Mm.
explicit. But the limited article extends the full article, calls parent with only do this or whatever.
Yep.
And then you have to make sure that like when you call parent, you're not actually doing the rendering of the
Well, that's
markdown itself.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. You're doing a bunch of
So
markdown and
you
stuff.
have
Yeah.
to like make it a
There's a
closure or
little
lazy or
adjustments.
whatever.
Yeah.
But the point is you just send out like 4 attributes.
Right.
And so then your list view only has 50 articles with 4 attributes instead of 50 articles with, 2,000 words rendered HTML.
Yep.
And it just fixes everything. So there's a little
All
tip for
magic.
you. There's a little old school
Old school.
programming straight up tip for you folks out
I
there.
like where you're at. Very nice tip. Also something like the AI is not gonna recommend to you. I feel like, maybe
No,
someday it will, but, like, the AIs are not they don't think that way right now. I mean,
no.
maybe if you do some explicit passes of optimization passes, but even then, I don't know if it would I haven't seen them really make those kind of suggestions too often, like
Nope.
bigger picture, what about we try this thing without you guiding them towards
No, no,
that.
no, no,
So
no, definitely not.
yeah,
It even defaults to sending out ad hoc arrays structures instead of HTTP
right.
resources.
Yeah,
And so in my rules files, I say you have to send out resources. And even then, it's not going to come up with, oh, let's make a subset because you don't actually need these attributes on this index page.
yeah, yeah.
It's not going to do that. So there you
So
go. Still need your brains.
let's pay some bills. Then I got a resource file thing for you.
Ooh, I love paying bills because the bills that are getting paid are
Uh,
my personal bills, like electricity and
those are
food.
good
So
ones.
pay them
Yes.
up.
All right. We didn't actually discuss who's going to do first. Do you want me to go first? I'll go first.
You go first.
Uh,
We're pros. We'll figure it
sure.
out.
We'll do it first. All right. This month, brought to you by IttyBit. IttyBit hooks into your storage bucket and handles all the annoying parts of processing large media files for you. If your project needs video, audio, image processing that scales, then you should check them out at ittybit.com. SavvyCal Appointments, scheduling infrastructure for agencies and in-house dev teams from the makers of SavvyCal. Check that out over at savvycal.com/appointments. Side note, I'm so happy with my move to SavvyCal from Calendly. Highly recommended the regular SavvyCal, even aside from appointments here. And mega longtime friend of the show, Bento, the email marketing and CRM platform built for the AI era. And is it ever, right? He's always doing stuff. Send your product marketing and transactional email with Bento, bentonow.com. Jesse is one of the accounts I do go over to Twitter for and check in on now and again. And he is all in on the AI. He's as
He's
far
ripping.
in as you can go. He is
Mhm.
all the way in. So
So this is
yeah.
interesting because IttyBit is back, and it's
Yeah.
fun to see like their tagline or like their
The
positioning kind of
ad.
change over time.
Yeah.
This is good. It says IttyBit hooks into your storage bucket and handles all
Mhm.
the annoying parts of processing. And
Yep.
that is that's a pretty good pitch for me because I love just throwing stuff in a bucket. And if
Yes.
IttyBit can watch the bucket for me,
Mhm.
I'm home free, baby. So it's fun to like have these longtime sponsors and see them kind of like refine their
Yeah.
messages. Even Bento, of course, is like refined it down to AI.
Yep.
So this is cool. Good job.
Yeah.
Thanks to IttyBit, Savvy Cal, and Bento.
I did notice that as well, specifically with IttyBit, and did think that this was a superior hook to the
Yeah, it's a
first
little
ad read.
it,
So I
it,
like
it
it.
is a little tighter. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, you got a resource thing for me.
I just thought, so I've been messing around with the outro over the weekend. Maybe I even did this last week at some point, but the Claude file had gotten big and chunky. It
You
had
hate
like
a
a bunch of
chunky
boost
Claude.
stuff in
Yep.
there, and I was like, it doesn't feel right. It's not honoring my Claude file enough. Like there's
No.
stuff in the Claude file that it's missing
Yep.
often, and it's very much annoying me. So let me try to clean house. So I took out all the boost stuff.
Yep.
And I like Boost. I like the tools of Boost, but I don't know if all that stuff is
Yep.
working for me. So I got rid of all the Boost stuff, the text it puts in your Claude file. And I instead just put a couple bullets for like the key Boost tools of like
Sure.
search docs and tinker and whatever, blah, blah. So just like one sentence things about the key tools I use. And then I have like my, a little overview of what the app is and like some specific code stuff I wanted to do. And now it works fantastic. It works
I
so
know.
much better. It
I'm telling
honors
you.
it so much more often. It refers it back to me. It's like, oh, this was in the Claude file, so we got to
Yep.
do this way. Like when it's in planning stuff, I'm like, yes,
I
keep
know.
that Claude file
Keep it
lean,
lean,
people.
keep it mean.
Yes.
I used to have a skill called deboost that would go through
Clean
it would
up.
go through my Claude file and like rip a bunch of boost stuff out
Mhm.
and compress it. But now I just don't even use boost to touch my Claude file because I just have I've got all the coming soon on faster.dev. I've got all the rules files that are like finely tuned that have globs at the top, and it's just I just prefer that. Yeah, I find the boost tools to be very good and the boost guidelines to be very verbose.
Yeah, a little too verbose. The tools are great though. I use the tools and yeah. So I'm still having some trouble. I've been using the agent browser. I'm having it's not always using that correctly. I'm having a little bit of a tricky
Who's
time getting it.
Versailles?
Yeah. the agent browser.dev. I think I got it now. Mostly it's like the tricky thing of like you want it to go through the authentication and to be able to access stuff within, right? And so I don't want to have it actually auth and all that stuff. So whatever, got to work around for that, but it's like a little weird in honoring that workaround, but whatever, we'll get there. Yeah. So all right, we're bearing the lead here. We got a big announcement.
What's the big announcement? Which one?
The one where you and me.
Oh, you and me. That big announcement.
That big announcement. We're getting on a plane. We're going to Europe. And we're not just going to hang out with the people, although we are doing that.
Can you imagine just going?
No, we don't just go anywhere anymore. But if we're going to throw a party, then we go for that. We love a party.
We're throwing the party of all parties.
I don't know if it's going to be Laracon India level, but it's going to be a nice party. It'll be a nice little party.
Listen, let's have a sidebar. When you're doing the big build up and you're like trying to get the people all excited, you say things, but you can't come back and be like, but this other thing's going to be better.
It's not as good as the other thing. Yeah.
Okay. So let's rewind. Here we go.
All right.
The party of all parties.
Woo!
Hey, there we go.
Let's go.
That's perfect. We'll do it live.
Lift Taylor. We're going to lift him up on our shoulders. I'm excited.
Right. We are going to unlock a new decade of European GDP growth. Everybody's going to be so amped to build and party. It's going to be great. So here's the deal. Day 0. I believe they're hosting a day, Laravel proper, Laravel Holdings Incorporated is hosting a day 0 event as like a meet and greet, mix and mingle. Let's get to know each other before the whole shebang starts.
Right.
Then shortly after the official day 0 event, we're taking the space over, same space, rolling it straight into the mostly technical EU edition party. Keep your bottle caps on your bottles. They're not falling off. We're in the EU, baby, and we're going to party.
All right. I didn't even know about this pre-party thing. There's a pre-party to the party. Did I know?
Sure you did. It's in the mostly technical cave in Slack.
I hope you're correct about that. Anyway.
I hope so because, boy, we're not going to edit this. So I hope this is right.
And we don't care about that anyway. That's irrelevant. Maybe you're going, maybe you're not. Who knows? Whatever. Our party.
Who knows? Our party
is a thing that's happening. And now this party is a little different than last party. It is, we only have, it's a little smaller venue. It's Europe. They don't do things as big there. A little bit smaller.
You're wrong. Go check Slack. Check Slack. You're wrong.
What is going on? Did they change something?
And you responded. And said, "Oh wow, crazy idea. I dig it." This is Ian Landsman saying, "Crazy idea. I dig it."
The little people in the audience, right? They love when I'm right. That's their favorite thing in the world. And I am so incredibly right on this one because I want you to go into Slack and read what we talked about in Slack a little more carefully.
Mostly technical cave.
Sam at 5:17 p.m. about the pre-party for...
Oh, the wrong country! The wrong country!
Yes, the wrong country, mister.
All right, rewind. It's going to be the party of all parties.
Yes.
I have no idea if there's a day 0 event.
I don't think there is.
No idea.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a day 0 event happening.
No, we are the day 0 event.
No idea.
That's us.
Here's what's happening. Here's what's happening at Laracon EU.
Yes. What is that?
Hang on to your bottle caps, folks.
Okay.
Because we are having a mostly technical day 0 party, but the venue's not very big because it's Europe, right?
That's right.
They don't have a lot of space there. Everything's filled up with trains. There's no space for anything else. And so there's a day 0 party. There's information about a different country party, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Soon.
We're not going to talk about that. That's crazy. But for Europe, which is what we're talking about currently, for Europe, there's limited space.
Limited
space.
Yes.
There's going to be there's no yards. Don't drive your own car because you don't have them over there. But we are having a party.
We are having a party. And you're sick, so we're going to let this one slide. slide. We're not going to go too heavily here.
That could not have gone worse for me. I was so confident that you're an idiot, that you're an idiot, and I'm a genius, and I got the wrong, not the wrong country, the wrong continent.
Wrong continent. Totally different place.
Totally different
direction. Well, maybe not different direction, but very far away.
It depends on where you start. But yeah.
Very
all right.
far away.
So, Ian, why don't you hit him with some actual details while I cough a little bit?
All right. So, Laracon EU mostly technical party. We only have around 125 seats for this sucker. I would really like it to be filled with actual mostly technical listeners. And so for that to be the case, all who are listening to this right now, if you're going to Laracon EU, get over there, sign up right away. We'll have the link in the show notes, and we'll have it on Twitter and everywhere else. So sign up right away, get your spot reserved, free party, just show up, food of some sort, drinks of some sort will be there. The Laravel crew will be there, so on and so forth. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. And that's going to be Sunday, March 1st. And it is showing me the time in like Pacific time for some reason. So I don't know the exact time, but
it's like it's 2 in the morning or like 1 in the afternoon. I don't really know how time zones work. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. It's in the evening, probably 7 or 8, something like that. And so go sign up. If you're going to be there the night before, you're going to the event, you're going to be around. Now, listen, if you're not going to be able to make it, don't take a spot.
Seriously, don't take a spot.
Very tight spots. Yes.
Don't take a spot.
So this is a small event because this is, it's kind of last minute. We just decided to do this here. It's in 3 weeks or whatever it is. So, so it's a small venue. So if you definitely are going and you definitely can come, sign up, come say hi. And we'll give you some food and drinks and all that stuff. And
we're such pros that we planned that whole misdirection thing and the whole thing where Aaron gets the country wrong. That was just top tier content that we definitely planned. So
you gotta suck him in.
We will have links down in the show notes to the Luma. I assume it's going to be Luma, which is the event registration platform. We'll have links down in the show notes. It's free, but I beseech you, if you're not going to come, please don't sign up.
Yes.
So actually maybe look at your flight and be like, oh, I land 8 minutes before the party starts. I can make it. Well, maybe not. Okay. Yeah. So let's leave some space because it is a smaller venue. But if you're going to be there, get on it. You got to be there. So we're very much looking forward to that. And can I just say, this is my first Laracon ever where I have 0.0 duties.
Yes.
I'm going to be walking around, pointing at people. How's your father? It's going to be so fun to just have a sweet hang with all the people.
Yep. Same. I have no responsibilities after the party. I will just be hanging out and, wandering around, getting into trouble, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Are you going to do any, are you trying to do, in San Francisco, you made optimal use of that time. You filled every minute with meetings and such.
Suboptimal only.
Okay.
The only thing that I'm really hoping is going to happen is that Gen Z Abby leads a parade of millennials and elder millennials,
statesmen.
Out onto the town to find some place to hang and have fun. That's the only thing that I'm I got to set time aside on my calendar so that Gen Z Abby can lead the way. That's all I'm after.
All right. I think, there's plenty of places to have a beer in Amsterdam. So I feel like that
they
should
do
be
like beer
possible.
over there.
Yes. Lots of beer. And places to have beer. So we should be able to do that. When are you flying in? What's your travel itinerary?
Unclear as of yet.
Okay.
So Kelsey sent me some suggestions, and then I forgot to respond to her, and so it's unclear as of yet. I'll tell you, my response percentage to emails and DMs is abysmal right now, and it's really like a personal character issue that I need to work on. It's really, really bad. I will partially blame Twitter. Always shows me 20+ as notifications.
Just permanently,
they just
error.
Yeah, some error, which I don't want to hear your opinions about X.com, the everything app, but they have some error where it's always 20 unread DMs. And so whenever I click in, there are 4 new ones from actual humans that I want to respond to, but I never click in because it always says 20 and I have notification blindness. Now, emails, on the other hand, that's purely my fault. So I need to respond to Kelsey and pick out some dates, or rather some flights to decide. But I don't know. When are you getting there?
So I'm flying out the 26th.
Yeah,
a little bit early. Yeah, but I just want to get my feet under me. I like to get acclimated.
You're a tough traveler. You get there and your voice goes away immediately, so you need some time to recover.
So all that stuff. I don't know. So if you're out there, maybe if you're around and the people are out there, maybe Saturday night or something, might try to meet up with some people just wandering around. But yeah, so I don't know. Play some poker. I'll go to the Van Gogh Museum. I love the Van Gogh Museum. I also want to go to the other big
poker
museum.
At the Van Gogh Museum?
Yeah, they should. They don't.
They should.
But it's, it's in the same town.
Be kind of wacky.
Did I talk about this last week? I'm gonna go to Boston, to fly out of Boston, and so that's gonna be a little bit annoying because all the flights. So I run to fly a business class seat. Nah. All the flights out of New York to Amsterdam direct were like $8,000.
Good
I was like,
Lord.
I love a write-off.
But you love a write-off, but also you have to spend the money to get the write-off.
Ultimately, you're spending the money. So I was like, I can't spend $8,000. Anyway, I looked around. And JetBlue, which I usually fly Delta or JetBlue. Blue has a mint seat for like a little over $2,000, 2,000 something, to Amsterdam direct, but from Boston. So I could have flown JFK to Boston to Amsterdam, but as I think I don't believe in layovers. And also, it's like 3.5 hours to Logan. It's like 2 hours to JFK. But then you go right through New York City to go to JFK. And so like sometimes you can hit weird construction and traffic and that can even be longer. So I was like, then you got a layover for 4 hours in Boston. It's like, I'm just going to drive to Boston.
Sounds like a Northeast problem, man. DFW International, baby. The center of the universe. The center of the universe.
I mean, there's tons of direct flights. They were just all $8,000. That's
let me have the problem. One. Let me have it.
Yeah, what do you got? You have business for what's the business class flights from DFW there?
Oh, at my stage of I'm not a little person. I am in the
I'm
in
not
the
saying
high,
you're necessarily flying it. But
I'm in the high castle up here with all the elites, but. I'm not quite at the business class stage of castle
business class.
Yet. So I'm going for something we like to call premium economy, maybe.
I love the premium economy. I'm a premium economy man.
That keeps me in touch with the people, and also reserves my right to buy diapers and socks and Band-Aids and stuff. So we gotta find the happy medium. I think I'll get some premium economy here.
Well, yeah, but you're just saying DFW is awesome. Let's just go on there. Okay, here we go. There are exactly zero direct flights from DFW to Amsterdam on our dates that I'm flying anyway.
I really have to do more research before getting on this podcast.
So just so you're aware,
this is a bad day for me.
Zero direct flights. And if you did want to take an indirect business class flight on Delta Airlines, which is the shortest time period one, it is $10,500. So
dang. Well,
there you go.
That's an we call that an OFER. That's 0 for 2. That's an 0 for 2 for Aaron today.
Anyway, you're going to be fine.
I, however, believe in layovers. I like how you say you don't believe in them like they are the Loch Ness Monster. I believe in them. They're fine. I don't mind the layover.
Worst. Hate a layover.
Layover's fine. Love to walk around, maybe grab a soda in some random city. No. I don't mind.
No, you never have that much time. You leave the airport on the layover.
No. I don't leave the airport, but the airport is in the city. And so technically, I'm grabbing it in the city.
Sure.
This week is brought to you by Ray. Ray is back, baby. MyRay.app. So this is from the Spotsy folks. They just released a version 3. Debug in style with the newly released version 3 of Ray. Version 3 looks better than ever with a redesigned UI and themes and feels snappier than ever with major performance improvements and is ready. Here we go. Everybody is ready for the future with a built-in MCP server.
Oh, wow.
And more new features to come. Check them out at myray.app for all your debugging needs. And the family, Laravel Private Cloud. Laravel Cloud frees your team from hands-on infrastructure work so they can ship product features faster. And did you know Private cloud is Laravel's isolated infrastructure offering, ideal for organizations with strict security compliance or performance requirements. You can VPC peer into existing AWS resources and have full control over networking and compute. You can check them out at cloud.laravel.com/enterprise. And friend of the Laravel community, Redberry, first-time friend of the pod. Is that right? First-time friend of the pod?
I believe so.
Longtime friend of the community, Redberry, a diamond tier Laravel partner agency, one of only 7 worldwide, 200 plus team, over a decade of experience, and 0 drama. That's pretty good. Delivery process at rates that are hard to beat. A 0 drama delivery process. I do like 0 drama. So you can check them out at redberry.international/Laravel-development. So thank you to all of the sponsors for making sure that this pod can continue. We will have links down below. And if you're a fan of the pod, go click some links, go tweet some tweets, go skeet some skies and tell them thank you for sponsoring the pod.
Let me just tell you, I'm not done with this last topic yet because the Northeast is just
this was my trying to like salvage my failures.
Because here's the thing. You're going to have to fly. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I was you, I wouldn't even be going. So you all should be very happy he's going to this party because I would
telling
not
me
even
this
go.
now. Yeah, okay.
It's like these flights are ridiculous. Like it's like 13 hours, 14 hours, and it's still $1,600 for the premium economy seat. So it's not even that much less expensive than the business class seat I got. And it's 14 hours or 13 hours, depending on which one you take. Man, that's a haul.
That's a haul.
You go to Japan in 14 hours. You're just going to Amsterdam.
That doesn't seem right.
My flight is 7 hours. 7 hours.
I serve at the pleasure of the people, Ian.
They do enjoy that about you, yes. They like that you are there for them.
I am an everyman.
Yes.
I'm going to schlep it back in the cattle car. Maybe a slight step above the cattle car. I got long legs.
Way better than the cattle car, yes.
14 hours. I'm going to show up. I'm probably going to be sick. But I'm coming to the party. I thought it was a different party, if I'm being honest, but I'm excited about this party. And I'm coming because I serve at the pleasure of the people.
You're not going to try to fly in the day of the party, though.
I will be honest, I haven't even read the DM from Kelsey, so it's completely unclear.
Who knows? Yeah. Are you a sleep on the plane guy?
I don't know a lot about time zones, if I'm being honest, but I will probably, if I like land at 9 a.m. Amsterdam time, I will absolutely try to sleep on the plane. But I'm not like, let's start preparing a week ahead of time and shifting around no, I just like, let's burn some tokens on the plane until I get sleepy and then close my eyes and then wake up and be miserable. Like that's kind of how I plan to do it.
But you're capable of sleeping on the plane. See, I'm pretty much incapable of sleeping on the plane. I might sleep an hour if I get very lucky. I'm going to attempt to sleep on the plane, but
no,
I'm not a good plane sleeper.
I am a man of many talents, one of which is I am able to sleep on the plane, and I do believe in layovers. So
there you go. So yeah. One of the other things I liked about my flight, just to go deep on the flights here a little bit, is it's all the ones from JFK left at like 6.
Do hate that.
Then you get in at like 7 in the morning and it's a freaking disaster because now you got to stay up all night. Yeah, 6 p.m.
Oh, okay, that's better. Okay.
Well, it's better, but it's not because then you get there and you have all day to suffer.
You have all day to suffer and you can't check in until 2.
Right. And you can't, even when you can check in, then you really aren't supposed to nap then because like that's messing you up for the rest of the trip, right? So this one doesn't leave till like 10:30. So I don't even get there till noon. So it's like, okay, even if I don't sleep much on the plane, I only got to make it like noon to 8 or whatever, then I can crash. And
see, that's good. You can get on the plane at 10:30, burn some tokens till like 1 or 2.
Right, be sleepy.
And then be like, oh, I'm kind of a sleepy guy. And then hopefully naturally fall asleep. Yeah. And even if you wake up 4 hours later, you got a little sleep, you get some more token time, and then you're there and it's noon.
Exactly. I mean, there's no way I sleep for 4 hours in this plane, but even if I sleep for 1.5 hours, I will be ecstatic, and then I'll suffer through, go to bed early, then boom, next day good to go.
And then you have a talking point at the party where you're like, "Oh, I didn't sleep on the plane," you know? And so you got built-in content.
Well, I am going a couple days early, so I don't know. It might be a lame talking point at that point. But like, I got here 3 days ago, but you know,
write it down just in case. Yeah, in case you get stuck in like I don't know what to talk about. Be like, "Hey, how was your flight?" "Oh, mine. I didn't sleep on the plane 3 days ago." So I don't know.
All right, what else we got going on here?
Believe it or not, we got a lot. We got a lot more topics.
This is a long one. Yeah,
buckle in, folks. This weekend. This weekend, we and I'll explain we in a moment. We held our first Claude Code meetup, unofficial.
So cool, yes.
So cool. So there's a big Twitter user, although he has logged off since having a child, which you know, I want to say shame, but like congratulations. There's a big Twitter user called Visacon Visrami. I don't know if you've ever followed him. He's prolific, just a great kind of like pseudo philosopher, but like everyman. He wrote a book called Friendly Ambitious Nerd. And he's just like a great thinker.
I don't know where this is going. Okay.
Love following Visacon Visrami. I think I subscribe to like one Substack and it's his.
Wow.
So I know. Visacon has this, he does this like this pattern on Twitter where he just keeps threads of things, and they're like years long threads of these like kind of like topics that he's thinking of. And one of the threads is joke about outcomes that you want. Right. So if you're going to make jokes,
that's where you got this. Okay.
Joke about things that you want to come true. Like, wouldn't it be funny if I got a job at this company? Haha. And then like the odds of that thing happening, they actually do go up.
I can see that.
Or like if you're young and you're dating and you're like, wouldn't it be funny if we went out on a date? Haha. And it's like, are we doing this? Is this happening? Let's go out on a date.
Does that kind of thing work? Does that work?
It
single people out there
100% works. Yes. 100%.
I didn't have enough time on the market to get all these tricks in. I have to be honest.
Trust me, I was pre-app days, which you know, we were the last chopper out of Vietnam. We didn't have to suffer through the apps. We had to do it the old-fashioned way, where you like walk up to a girl and you're like, "I would like to get to know you. Could we spend some time together?" It was the glory days. And yeah, you know, you'd be a little folksy, you do a little haha, wouldn't it be? And then you're like, "Oh, we're here eating pizza together, and you're kind of cute." So it works. Trust me.
Okay, all right.
Joke about outcomes you want. Okay. So, long story long, I'm not going to shorten it. We're going to keep going.
Let's go. We got all the time in the world.
Long story long. I was in San Francisco recently, as you know. You were there. We saw each other. And I'm, you know, packing up, checking out a hotel, and I'm looking at Twitter because I'm alive. And
that's what you do. Yep.
And I see a tweet to me from Sarah Dietschy, rhymes with peachy. And she's a big YouTuber. She does like creator tech, that kind of stuff, cameras and, you know, all that stuff. 1 million subscribers on YouTube. We've become internet friends. She now lives in the Dallas area, which is how we first got connected on Twitter. She was like, "Hey, I just moved to Dallas." And I was like, "Oh, I'm here." Which, by the way, just respond to people on Twitter. Just be a normal person. And so Sarah and I have become Twitter friends, right? And I get this tag on Twitter that says, the tweet just says, "Okay, Aaron D. Francis, when are we doing this in Dallas?" And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I scroll up, and it's a reply to someone else who had just hosted a Claude Code meetup in Austin. Just a guy who was like, "I want to get together with some people and let's do this." And so she responded, "When are we doing this in Dallas?" She was joking about an outcome that she wanted. Right? It's all full circle here. And I responded and said, "I'm serious if you're serious." And like, that's how it happened. Okay. So then we take it to the DMs and I'm like, "Hey, do you really want to do this? We could totally do this." She's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so this past Saturday, me and Sarah and about, I think it ended up being total about 20 people. I think maybe like RSVP'd yes, and then you know half of them didn't come, which was frustrating because I did have to deny a few people because we just went to a coffee shop. It's not like we rented a space.
Wow, that's 35 people at a coffee shop is kind of a lot of people.
And so we called, or Kelsey called this coffee shop here in Dallas and was like, "Hey, here's the thing. we've got this group of friends that wants to come hang out. Like, is this space amenable to that? And they're like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And Sarah and I paid for black coffee. I'm not paying for, a matcha latte that's $19 or whatever.
Uh,
And then tipped very generously so that the coffee
mhm.
shop was like, thanks for coming. And we had a bunch of people. I went and got name tags at Target so
Oh, look at
people
this
could
guy.
people could put their name tag on.
Mhm.
And we had a few people that I've met and known here in Dallas. Christian Jenko's on the bootstrapper scene. He's been around. I
Mm.
don't know if you've ever encountered him.
Uh,
Alan Walton is another Dallas person. And so it was me and Sarah and then a bunch of friends. We all just hung out at
mm,
this coffee shop for like 2 hours, and we kind of did there was no set agenda, but it was
mm,
kind of like everybody just kind of pods off, and then you reach the natural denouement of the conversation, and you shuffle and you get to meet new people, and people brought their laptops and showed you like what they were working on, what they were building, and
mm.
talked about like how they use not only Claude but Claude and then these other tools. And then we took a big group picture at the end, and I'll tell you what, it was a mother freaking blast. It was great. It
Okay.
was so fun. Finally met Sarah in person. She's
Mm.
awesome. We're gonna hang out more. She has a 2-year-old, and so we're gonna try to get all the families together.
Oh, that'll be
Got to
fun.
meet her husband, who's also a YouTuber and super cool.
Okay.
Um, so very, very fun. And
Mm.
then of course I tweeted out like the first unofficial Claude Code meetup, and one of the Claude guys responded and was like, let's make it official next time. And it's like, hey, come
Whoa!
on, things are happening. You can just do things. I've
You
been
can
telling
just
you
do
people.
stuff.
So we're gonna try
Wow.
to do it again and get like a proper space with some AV equipment so we can like do some show and tells.
Get a little cash for some
Yeah,
some
get a little
space,
cash to
yeah.
like rent a space, get some za, which is pizza, and
Mhm.
then try to do this again. And it was just like
Wow.
it was just a very good, even for me, a good exercise in why not? Why not? Just try it, see what happens. So we threw up a Luma, tweeted about it, and we got like 20 people to show up.
I mean, the why not is because you have a lot of stuff going on and, you're kinda busy.
Well, yeah,
But
maybe.
it seems like it wasn't too bad. It was kind of especially without having
Oh
to get a
no,
dedicated place, it's like, at least for the first one, like, that's very
yeah,
quick. You just, like, show up and it's nothing really to do, and
yep.
that's easy, so nice, this sounds great. Now this would be another reason for me to make an expensible trip to Dallas. I
There you
will see
go.
you, I will go to the
Yep,
Claude meetup, I will play some poker, we'll
yep.
handle all family business together. I like
Yeah,
that.
we thought Sarah and I talked about doing like just like a fun like vibe-a-thon. Like we book like 4 or 6 hours somewhere where there's,
Mm,
chairs and computers and power and Wi-Fi, and we just have people come and just like hack on stuff, and then we
yeah.
do like a show and tell, and we talk about what everybody's working on, and it just seems like a fun excuse me, a fun in-person thing to do to get a little bit offline, but still like talk about the things that are in the air right now.
Yeah, and everybody's so excited about kind of Claude right now. So if you have like, yeah, a little 4 or 6 hour event, a little show and tell time, people are gonna
Yeah.
be freaking out. People are gonna be trying to build stuff while they're there. They're gonna be showing what they've built, leading up to it and whatever. Yeah, I think that would be great. So wasn't like much laptops out at this, I assume it was kind of just people shooting the breeze for the most
People
part, or
people got their laptops out. Like I got mine
okay.
out, Sarah got hers out. A couple of
All
people
right.
got theirs out to show me what they were working
Mm,
on. But not like any, presentations of here's my skills and here's
right.
my rules or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a very similar story across the board of like, I haven't been having this much fun in a long time. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is really cool. Like
It's
not
good.
not at the event, but like because of Claude. Like I haven't had
Right. The
this
whole
much
thing.
fun as a programmer in a
Yeah.
long time.
The big
The
picture.
event was fun, but people have that much fun normally. And so it's really nice to see like a lot of the energy being reignited into the rote technical field. So it was
Maybe I
good. I'm very glad we did it.
Maybe I need to do one in Poughkeepsie. I wonder if I can get anybody in Poughkeepsie to come to the Claude meetup.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I bet you could get some people to show up.
Yeah, maybe I could. I don't wanna run more stuff though, but it could be
Nah,
fun to do one. I need somebody else to run it with me so that they can do, like, the real legwork and I can just show
yeah.
up.
It
That'd
is
be good.
nice. Boy, it's nice. It's nice to have a partner in crime. Like, it's
Yeah,
nice to have a buddy. Sarah
yeah.
showed up, 10, 15 minutes early, and so we got to hang for a little bit. Finally did, like,
Mhm.
face reveal of our children because I never put them online. So the first thing she said when she got there was like, I want to see pictures of the kids. And so, like hung out. And then when people started getting there, it's like the host and hostess, like, hey, you get them, I'll get them. Like, oh, all right. Hey, Sarah, can you come meet this person? Like you hang out with that group. I'll hang out with this group. It's just nice to have a buddy.
Yeah,
So I
for
highly
sure.
recommend if you're going to do it, maybe make the trek down to Buffalo. I don't know where things are and do it with Caleb or something. But
That's
like
a good idea.
it would be a lot of fun, and I always recommend having a partner in crime.
Yeah, need a wingman.
You do. You do.
All right, well, that was a big success. So when are you gonna
Big
do the next
success.
one?
I
Month,
don't
2
know.
months?
Yeah,
Unknown?
probably a month, month and a half, something like that. But big success, a lot of fun. Um, highly recommend you all try to spin something up. And it's so low effort, just like, hey, we're
Yeah,
going to go to this coffee shop, or if you're in somewhere pleasant, we're going to go to this outdoor beer garden and everybody's just going to like hang out and talk. Like that's
yeah.
basically it.
Right.
So it was fun.
Alright, very good. Alright, what else you got? You have another item on here.
Got another item on here. I am releasing a desktop application this week.
This week.
This week.
Okay. Before
Yep.
faster.dev.
Yep. So this will
Okay.
be a big release that's like bona fides, like look what you can actually do. It's a desktop
Mm.
application written in it's a Tari app, which is like an Electron peer.
Mhm.
It is a Rust and React application, two
Okay.
languages that I do not know. And I've gotten, the website designed. I'm working on the launch video. I've got the
Mm.
whole, the end-to-end testing, the Apple notarization, the updates, the
Wow.
payments, the whole thing. Um, and so that will release this week. And then unfortunately, Faster won't come out until next week because of the snow and the sickness. I had to push it a week. So
Yeah.
Faster will start releasing next week. But this
Okay.
will hopefully build the hype and build the build some of the credibility of like, what the hell are these people like vibe coding? I'm like, look, it's a real application.
Yeah.
So that'll come out
Wow.
this week. I know.
So are you doing Windows too or just Mac to start?
Windows and Linux as well.
Wow, and Linux.
Yep. So it might be, I
Wow.
might just for simplicity and operational simplicity, I might release Mac only to start.
Mhm.
Um,
That's a good
But
idea.
it's fully built for
Right.
Windows and Linux, and I actually
Yeah.
bought a Windows computer to test it
To
on,
try it, yeah.
but I haven't done that yet, and so I think to limit the blast area, I may just release Mac in beta and then
Yeah.
say Windows and Linux are coming shortly thereafter.
I think you should 1000% do that, like, because 'cause
Okay,
you're
I
just
will
gonna
do
get
that.
off on some Windows bug and,
I know.
you're gonna get all distracted, like, you might as well deal with the big bugs that show up first that will apply to
Right.
everybody, and, like, in
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
environment, you have some idea what's going on versus,
Yep.
like, when you're on Linux trying to figure it out or whatever, but,
Yeah.
yeah, oh, wow, alright, this is a whole new world for you.
I know.
On premise, on people's
I
desktops,
know. I gotta do
downloadable.
downloadable, I gotta do updates, I gotta do license validation, device activations. It's like it is a brave new world. I know that like some of my skills have maybe atrophied from,
Mm,
AI development, but I'm also gaining a lot of new and different skills. Like
yeah.
I think that's just how it goes. Like some things I don't need to do anymore and some things I'm doing for the first time.
So
And so it's exciting.
does the Tory app handle, like, the updating stuff too? Like, pushing out updates? Is that or you have to
So they
manually build your own
have
updater or people download it again, or what's
they
the deal?
have like Electron and Tori and all these things have like built-in auto updaters. Native
Right,
PHP
okay.
has one because it's Electron.
Mhm.
I have opted to like hook into that and kind of
Yeah.
manage a lot of it myself.
Oh, okay.
So it builds on GitHub Actions, and then
Mhm.
it calls my server, and then the artifacts are pulled and put onto an R2 bucket or
Mhm.
into an R2 bucket. And then it does use like the Tari, updater in the desktop application,
Right. Mhm.
just to check and like manage the actual update process. But all
Yeah.
the artifacts are stored on like releases dot
Right, right.
mydomain.com.
Mhm.
So yeah, really pleased. I've got a whole huge test YAML file that runs on GitHub Actions that does like
Mhm.
that does React tests and then Rust tests, and then on Windows it does end to end. On Linux it does end to end.
Wow.
You can't actually do end to end on Mac very easily because
Okay, right.
Safari doesn't expose like the WebKit
Mm,
driver that you need.
mhm.
And so I've got some goofy workworkarounds for that. But yeah,
Can you install Chrome on it and run Chrome?
you can't.
You
Tari is
can't?
Safari only, yeah, or
Uh,
WebKit only, I
WebKit
should
only,
say. But, yeah, the test suite, like, the real test suite takes, like, 40 minutes to complete because it's
wow.
gotta, like, spin up a Windows machine and
Right.
build it, and so it's a big learning process. I've learned a ton.
Mm.
It's completely vibe coded. I haven't opened the editor once for this
Oh, blast shield
application.
on. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Blast Shield's on. Been working on it since around, since when the madness hit around
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Wow, that long.
And
Okay, I didn't realize that.
yeah, no, it's a big thing. And I'm
Yeah.
just extremely proud of it. And so
Wow.
I'm excited to get it out the
Very
door.
exciting. Let's
I know.
go.
I know.
Well, we can obviously talk more about it next week once it's in the open what it
Yep.
is, but that's very exciting. I like that it's
Yep.
been blast shields on.
Blast
Now
Shield's
I
on.
am it is like I have to say one of the things like when I've been in this little outro optimization kick over
Yep.
a day or two there over the weekend, there was like a few things where like, oh man, like built this middleware and it built like three middleware that all kind of do
Mm.
the same thing,
Mhm.
but like for different scenarios. But like really, it should probably be one middleware with like
Yep.
some logic within it or
Yep.
whatever. So there's like stuff like that. It's like, but it also doesn't matter, right? Like it worked. It worked in the three middleware and it was fine, right? And
Right.
middleware can't imagine they are too expensive from a performance perspective and like who cares, whatever. But I don't know. There's stuff like that that's just kind of annoying. But we'll get there. I think as some of these tools, like even some of the stuff I think you've been working on with skills and stuff to like go through and like audit
Yeah.
an app and
Yeah.
like clean up bad patterns and stuff like that. Building right now, I don't integrate enough of that stuff. And I think doing more of that stuff to maybe have it help
You're gonna
finding it.
love these audit commands I have. I've
Come
got
on, let's ship
so
it.
many good specific audit
Mm,
commands that find all sorts of like those types of things where it's
yeah,
not technically wrong. It's
right.
just I just in my mind it's so blast shields on because it's all by force. Like I'm just feeling it. I feel that the garden has become
Yes.
overgrown, and I
Yeah.
run the audit command and it just trims everything back to its bounds. And it's like
Yep.
it wasn't technically wrong. It was
Yeah.
just like, hey, if we're going to keep doing this for like this app for like 5 years,
Right.
we're going to have trim phase. It's an expand
Yeah.
and contract over
Mhm.
and over and over. And these audit commands really help the contract phase.
Mm.
And so you go wild and you vibe out, and then you're like, all right, this thing works. Let's
Yeah.
solidify it with some tests, and then let's hit it with some pretty gnarly audit commands and see what comes back.
Yep.
And a lot of good stuff comes back. And so I'm very pleased. And this is the whole thing with building these projects is like I
Mhm.
have to know how to like manage this stuff and do this stuff if
Yeah.
I'm going to teach people here are good patterns. I can't
Yeah.
just like read Twitter and be like, "Oh, you should make a Ralph Wiggum loop." Like that
Right.
doesn't help anyone. Like
Yeah.
those are fun and that's probably great
Yeah.
content, but if you're going to be a serious engineer, I
Yeah.
think you have to like understand the life cycle and the like it's
Mhm.
almost like a breathing. Like you go big and you pull it in. And you go big and you
Yeah.
pull it in and that ends up being pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely having the iterations and the time on actual projects is gonna be super useful, for
Yeah.
those things, and, man, I can't believe you're shipping something. I can't believe you're shipping something before faster.dev. That's
Mhm.
wild.
I know.
Hmm. Interesting. What's the
I know.
pricing?
Pricing is 99 for the first year, and
Okay.
then I think it's like 69 renewal after that. Um,
It's a subscription or it's,
it is. Yes.
okay.
So I
Mm.
started with like $99 and then you keep your final, if it expires, you keep your final version
Mhm.
forever and you just don't get updates. One, from a business standpoint, it's just a bad idea. Like,
Yeah. Right.
nobody's ever going to come back. Well,
Yeah.
few people are going to come back. And then two, from a technical standpoint, it just became very complicated.
It does
And
get
from like
complicated,
even
yeah.
even from a UX standpoint, it was complicated because it's like, hey, there's an update available, but you're not entitled to it, so don't
Right.
download it. But what if they go, because you can go download it on the website. What if they go
Right.
download it on the website and then they launch it, but they're not entitled to it?
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is not a good experience for anyone.
Right.
And so it is a there are items. So you get three, I won't say what the items are, but you get
Mhm.
3 items for free forever.
Mm. Mm.
And so if you just want to run it with 3 of these resources, whatever they happen to be,
Mm.
you just get it for free forever. And if you want to
Yeah.
add a fourth, fifth, sixth, then it's $99 a year. And if your subscription lapses, then you can't start, like, you have to remove some of those items to get back down under the
Mhm.
limit, but you just
Mhm.
get updates forever. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I ended up running it.
I think that makes sense. I like that. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll see next week. This is probably like a NFT manager, maybe something like that.
Probably, yeah, probably. You add three
You get
NFTs for
3
free.
NFT.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can produce 3 NFTs, and then beyond that, you gotta
no, that
pay.
definitely seems right.
That sounds. I think that's it. All right. Well, we will talk about that next week then after the launch. Very exciting. When are you launching? Do we know the exact
I
day
don't
or
know.
no?
No, I don't know
Okay.
yet.
All right. Oh,
Probably Wednesday, Thursday.
that was my other question. Did you hire a designer for the website, or did
I
you
did.
vibe code the website? Okay.
I actually hired a designer for the website. I view
Mm-hmm.
this as like a flagship release. And so I went pretty hard and hired a designer to do the
Okay.
website.
Same designer you used last time or no?
Nope, somebody
Different
completely
designer.
random off Twitter, and they did a great job.
Okay. Random Twitter people. Look at
I
that.
know.
All
I
right.
know. Put your work out there, people. I saw a great he
Yep.
tweeted some great design he did, and I DM'd him, and we signed a deal the
Mm.
same day.
Wow. There you
Yeah.
go. Very cool. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else? I mean, I guess you have a ridiculous one on here. I don't know if we want to cover that quickly, but I don't
I think
really.
we're good. I think we're
We're
good.
good. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Check us out, mostlytechnical.com. We're actually filling up on sponsors for if you want to get in this month, there's 1 or 2 slots, and next month is getting full. So if you want to get your sponsorships in, do that. And we will have more information next week about Laracon EU. There's a couple of things we still have to talk about, and Aaron's new product and all that stuff. So catch us next week. See you later.
See ya.